Hello. Hello. Did you come here for the show? Or no? You're right where you belong. We're gonna change the world with our songs. F. Fitzgerald's. Welcome, everybody, to Haiku Milieu Volume 2. Tonight, this concert celebrates the release of two brand new Haiku Milieu books. One, Haiku Milieu Volume 2, another book of photo and haiku, and the other, my first ever tiny book of haiku called Reckoning. You can find these books, t-shirts, music, and more at my website, jennybenham.com. Tonight we are coming to you live through the magic of live streaming from Fitzgerald's. And just like when you go to Fitzgerald's, this show is free. We're happy to have you here. Should you care to show some love to the tip jar, it will be warmly received. We're going to make it easy on you and show you how to do that throughout the night. Thanks in advance for thinking about that. Now, whether or not you're going to see your friends and family over the holidays, or you're going to be with them virtually, there's one thing that makes the perfect gift, and that is the gift of creative community. More than 30 artists came together tonight to create 18 brand new pieces. In addition to the fact that the pieces themselves are extraordinary, these artists are extraordinary, and all of them have websites. All of them have CDs and t-shirts and books and other merchandise that would make the perfect gift for somebody on your gift list. And when you buy local, not only do you get the perfect gift, you also give the gift of creative community. So thank you for being with us tonight. Thank you for being part of the milieu, the place, time, and circumstance through which all of these things come to be created. And without any further ado, Haiku Milieu Volume 2. Our first song tonight, I wrote. It's called Beside Me. I wrote it in a group called the Toonsmiths, where I met my collaborators, Jordy Bizon from Texas and Sam Fraser from North Carolina. Fans of Haiku Milieu will recognize Clem Hayes on bass. He also produced the track, and John Carpenter on drums. It was written to this haiku. The wind and the sky surrender to each other, but don't lose themselves. And it was written to this prompt from the Toonsmiths. The phrase was, caught up in. With no further ado, beside me.
I want you beside me. You
is fun? Falling in love is fun. And you know who knows something about that, who wrote something about it, is our friend Naomi Ashley. Our next project is a collaboration between Naomi Ashley, John Williams, and Ian Leith. It builds on this haiku. In all that we do, we are either making love or making nothing. Naomi Ashley, John Williams, and Ian Leith.
I wanna make love, I wanna take love, I wanna give love, I wanna live love. I wanna free love, I wanna be love, I wanna be in love with you. I wanna sow love, I wanna grow love so I can show love and get more love. I wanna see love and cheat love, I wanna be in love with you. 'Cause I'd rather be lost going somewhere, and I'd rather be here than not there. I wanna tease love, I wanna please love, I wanna touch love, so much love. I wanna hold love, that gold love, I'm so in love with you. I wanna try love, you can't buy love, want that pie love in the sky love. I wanna feel love, real deal love, I wanna be in love with you. 'Cause I'd rather do love than do nothing. And since we're both here, let's do something. Take love, I wanna give love, I wanna live love. I wanna free love, I wanna be love, I wanna be in love with you. I wanna try love, you can't buy love, want that pie love in the sky love. I wanna feel love, real deal love, I wanna be in love with you. I wanna be in love with you. I wanna be in love with you.
Wasn't that wonderful? I know. You want to fall in love too right now. And luckily, it's the holidays, so you'll have plenty of opportunities to fall in love with everything you see and how beautiful the world is. Our next musician is no stranger to finding the beauty in the world and putting it into song in unexpected ways. It's my husband, Robin Benneman, and he wrote this song based on a photo of our cat. And the haiku goes like this. You cannot expect everyone you love to love everyone you love. With no further ado, Robin Benneman.
Expect everyone you love to love everyone you love. To me you seem alright. I don't know why she's so impolite. I guess she just can't stand the sight of you. You don't get along at all. You seem alright to me. I don't know what the problem might be. Maybe it's just chemistry, but you don't get along at all. You cannot expect everyone you love to love everyone you love. All of my relationships don't intersect the way I would expect them to. But if I spoke français, I would say to you, cette évident qu'elle n'était pas, and you don't get along at all. She can't deny the feelings you stir, but you still seem so immature, just like when you were married to her. And love is the wrong thing to fall into when you don't get along at all, and you don't get along at all. You cannot expect everyone you love to love everyone you love.
Wasn't that wonderful? The Cuban riffs in this house are plentiful and flowing. Next up, Steve Dawson, Chicago-based. He's played everywhere in this big world. He's one of our greatest songwriters, and he comes to us today with a song based on this haiku. I had to say it, but I did not have the words, so I just drew it. Steve Dawson. And that was Steve Dawson. Thank you very much, Steve. Our next piece is by Gerald Dowd, singer, songwriter, percussionist, father, humorist, movie maker. There's no end to Gerald Dowd's talents. And his song lifts off this haiku. The wind and the sky surrender to each other, but don't lose themselves. Gerald Dowd.
Hand beyond all we can see. No need to ask why. share those sacred shells. They lose inhibitions, but don't lose themselves. The wind and the sky surrender to the sky. The wind and the sky to each other. The wind and the sky surrender.
That made me want to go on a road trip. And I'd like to go on that road trip with Gerald and listen to what he listens to in the car. That was fantastic. Our next artist is someone who spent most of her life supporting other people in their creative endeavors, and she gives us a tale unlike any other. It's Kate Fitzgerald, the proprietress of Fitzgerald's for many, many years, and her dear friend and longtime Fitzgerald's regular, Ron Lazzaretti. The haiku for Kate's project is this: we get to the end, and though we must start again, it's from a new place. Kate Fitzgerald and Ron Lazzaretti.
7 months after a 30-plus year run at Fitzgerald's, I still get the same greeting from everyone I meet, in which we are hailed as the luckiest people on earth. Well, we have been lucky and we've been unlucky. And though all of my Catholic school education tells me I deserve the suffering, it's always oddly silent on deserving the happiness. But in the end, though, we are happy. We feel like we did a good thing. We met some fantastic musicians, made some people's lives better, or at least more fun, formed a close family with our incredible staff, and were fueled in tough times by the generous souls who've told us what the club has meant to them. That there is the luck. I mean, you all had plenty of jobs. I've had plenty of jobs. Imagine customers coming up to you every day at your job and telling you how great you are. Inconceivable. Yes, we were lucky, and the new place we'll start again from is no doubt going to be another colorful tale, but not this time, because Jenny's surprisingly strict about time limits. So, want to hear more about luck? Well, since it's just us, let me tell you a little secret. As the news slowly rolled out, more and more customers, while happy for us, were worried about the club's future. What's the new buyer going to do? Will it be a fern bar? Will it still be about the music? There'll still be a festival, right? Can I have the Lucinda Williams drumhead? My response never wavered. A hard no on any drumheads, but we're really happy with the buyer. He gets what we're all about. He loves what we're all about. He'll do a great job of carrying on the tradition and improving on it. I said that and I believed it, every word. And yet, in my dark, brooding Irish heart, the opposite was in fact true. I didn't want Fitzgerald's to exist as a building, let alone as a music venue. Yes, this is my secret. I wanted the whole club to burn down in an epic, historic fire 5 minutes after the ink dried at closing. I wanted the Fitzgerald's I had known to be gone, over, untouchable. I wanted our customers to remember it just as it was, frozen in time, a clabbered dream in an unbreakable snow globe. Now, I'm no saint. I'm sure part of it was that I wanted the great memories to go to us, but there was more. It's similar to when Harry Carey died, and thousands lined the streets outside Holy Name Cathedral. They were there for Harry, sure, but I think more so for themselves, to mourn the end of an era in their own lives. Nothing would ever be the same, and they knew it. Harry made a graceful exit, and it was over forever. Never the same. That's what I wanted. I knew it was wrong. I told myself that of course the fire was ridiculous. I knew it could never happen, but I longed for it nonetheless. God help me, I pictured it. But now we get to the really lucky part, in which I'm rewarded for my wicked, sinful ways. It did happen. The week following the sale and a fantastic Bon Voyage party, new owner Will Duncan and Donnie Biggins did the incredibly brave thing and closed the club and sidebar. Half a year later, there both venues sit, unchanged, unferned, all drumheads on duty. Will and Donnie have responded in spectacular fashion, and fans are still coming in droves for the music. The club will, of course, return from exile to build its own legend, but I got my wish. Once it opens again, the proper mourning period will have passed, and Fitzgerald's will remain a happy memory of a time, a place, and a community that can be cherished, without that feeling you get when you go to your hometown restaurant and find that it's suddenly changed hands. Sure, they're still serving a great BLT, but it's not your BLT that you've been ordering since you were in grade school. And with the merciful passage of time, Will can make changes without anyone thinking he's disturbing the vibe. From what we've seen so far, it looks like he'll serve the music and the community very well. And for me, Fitzgerald's is mine again. My own personal rosebud, a snow globe to be put on the kitchen shelf and fondly shaken once in a while as I wait for the kettle to boil. Lucky me.
Oh my goodness. Captures the essence of the place, doesn't it? That was a beautiful piece. Kate and Ron, so glad to have them with us tonight. This next piece is from a hometown girl who's making her way in Nashville right now, Ingrid Groudens. You've heard her sing with some of the biggest names in music, and she is a recent winner of the Kerrville Folk Music Festival, as is Jordy Bizon, who you heard from earlier. This is a beautiful piece from Ingrid, and Ingrid's haiku goes like this. When nothing makes any sense, just move in the direction you most want to grow. Ingrid Groudens.
Will you go down this road with me? I do not know where it will lead. Whatever comes, I know you'll be here on this road with me. Will you be there when I'm afraid? When all the plans that we have made shift like the sand beneath the waves? Will you be there when I'm afraid? Turning wheels and turning tides, always seek the other side. Move across the ground that shakes, sleeping as we try to wake. Will you forgive me every day when I forget the things you say? Things I once knew feel far away. Will you forgive me every day? This is the wish I leave with you, that you have friends to see you through. Do find the time to love them too. This is the wish I leave for you. Turning wheels and turning tides, always seek the other side. Move across the ground that shakes, sleeping as we try to wake. Will you go down this road with me? I do not know what we will see. Heaven and earth, a mystery. Here on this road with me.
Oh my goodness, that was a beautiful song. And for anyone right now who is missing friends and family because of COVID, that was just a beautiful song and feels like it was made for them. Thank you, Ingrid. We have one more song for you, one more piece before intermission, and it is by a man who basically needs no introduction, but I will attempt to do it anyway. It's Jon Langford, singer, songwriter, band leader, author, artist, Renaissance man, and all-around great guy. Jon built his song around this poem. Tears like stars must fall. Hearts like stones must sink. Grief like dawn must break. Jon Langford.
Tears like stars must fall. Hearts like stones must sink. Grief like dawn must break. In the dead of the night, in some distant foreign land, in these troubled times, we are in unsafe hands. In the way you move, in the days of old, in a corner of the waiting room, in winter when it's cold, tears like stars must fall. Hearts like stars must sing. Grief like dawn must break. In a dungeon deep, in the space between the walls, in some dreamless sleep, in the woods of the prophet, in the belly of the whale, in the back streets of my brain, in the early morning when we wake, in these thoughts I can't explain, tears like stars must fall. Hearts like stones must sing. And grief like dawn must break. In the wee hour, in the backseat of your car, in your bones and in your blood, in the moments, tears like stars must fall.
what did I tell you? A spectacular song by John Langford. Thank you so much, John. And now, everyone, we take a short break. As always, this Fitzgerald show is free, but if you do feel like showing some love to the tip jar, you'll rest in comfort knowing that your tips support our creative community. You can contribute at Venmo at Fitzgerald's Nightclub or PayPal at Fitzgerald's Nightclub. The books Haiku Milieu Volume 2 and Reckoning grew out of this creative community, and they make the perfect gifts this holiday season. Find out more at jennybeneman.com. And now, a word from our sponsors.
Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Hi, it's me, the Batman. I was asked to write a haiku for Jenny Beneman's show. Here's my haiku. I am traumatized by the death of my parents, Tom and Martha Wayne. Wait a minute. I am not Bruce Wayne.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. My name's Joe Dempsey, and I'm an old-time friend of Jennifer Bienemann's. And when she called and asked me, well, begged me really, to do a promo for her next book, how could I say no? Oh, that's how. The word's no. I'm going to remember that. You know, in these crazy times, it's important to have things around you and surround yourself with objects of calm and placiditude. Like, from her first book, you come across words like, hold your loneliness up to the light of the moon and then let it go. That's physically impossible, but it makes you think, doesn't it? And if it doesn't make you think, well, it does make you kind of puzzled, doesn't it? Or there are other words, just picking randomly now, seriously, really just picking randomly. What do you lose if you become like them to win fighting the good fight? I know exactly what that means. And if you don't, you're stupid. So it's important to have books around you that make you feel smarter than other people. And that's why I'm recommending Jenny Bienemann's latest book, Haiku Milieu Volume 2, Electric Boogaloo. Available online and at one of your favorite bookstores. I'm Joe Dempsey, and thanks for being here. I'm going to go stand over there now.
Remember, giving makes you feel great. Simply go to Venmo at FitzgeraldsNightclub.com or PayPal at FitzgeraldsNightclub.com. And need the perfect gift? All tonight's artists have websites. Go check out their work. If you're looking for Haiku Milieu Volume 2 and Reckoning, go to jennybeneman.com. We'd also like to thank the Illinois Arts Council for their support of Haiku Milieu. We'll be back after this final word from our sponsors.
Hi, it's the Batman again. Jenny Beneman asked me to read some more of her haiku. Being yourself is the last thing you want to be when you are lonely. I'm so lonely. Ever since Bruce Wayne's parents died, I am not Bruce Wayne.
72, 87, 100. What up, Beneman Nation? Are you ready to get jacked in your head? Then you need Jenny Beneman's Haiku Milieu Volume Number 2. How does it work? It's our patented 5-7-5 system. That means 5 reps for your brain, 7 reps for your soul, and 5 more reps for your mind. Your brain gets jacked, your soul gets ripped, and your mind gets blown. Other poetry collections weigh you down and leave you feeling logy with their hidden carbs and overwrought imagery. But haikus are like a colonic for your soul. It just cleans everything out, simplifies, and without any of those pesky steroids that'll send you on a murderous rampage. So if you need to get right and keep it all tight inside, then you need Jenny Beneman's Haiku Milieu. Let's start the workout right now. First thing, 57 push-ups. And walk. Yep, Something snapped.
Our next piece is a collaboration between two Fitzgerald's regulars, Ron Lazzaretti and Dave Walker. I've had the privilege of watching both of them write and perform for many years now, and it never fails to surprise and delight. They created this piece around this haiku: when nothing makes sense, just move in the direction you most want to grow. Ron Lazzaretti and Dave Walker.
I wanna chop some wood, maybe hit my thumb with a hammer, be a friend to all the world, from as far away as I can be. Hang a sign that says, keep on smiling from my window. Way out there where no one can see it, but that's okay, that sign's for me. Today the church marquee said, how long, oh God, how long? And I said to the church marquee, do you think he even cares? Reminds me of my own father on his dying bed when I walked in looking for closure. He just looked up and went, whoa, I must really be dying if you're here. Let's bury the devil, recite the Beatitudes, send our enemies a message, make it a message of love. They won't know what to do with it, daze and confuse them. That's when we make our move, when push comes to shove. I need to meditate, try to get my head in the moment, exercise to a video, feel like a cat up a tree. I see people dying out there, feel all alone in their suffering, people struggling, people fighting to be free. Let's bury the devil, walk a mile in somebody's shoes, send our enemies a message, make it a message of love. They won't know what to do with it, it'll daze and confuse them. That's when we make our move, when push comes to shove. Let's take a trip, or better yet, let's move to the country. You and me and the children, of course. Less people, more trees. Hang a sign that says, keep on smiling from my window. Way out there where no one can see it, but that's okay, that sign's for me. Let's bury the devil, spread forgiveness and gratitude, send our enemies a message. Make it a message of love. They won't know what to do with it. It'll daze and confuse them. That's when we make our move. When push comes to shove.
What did I tell you? Surprising, delightful, yes? Our next piece is a collaboration between Ryan Joseph Anderson, Bianca B., and myself. This is a song I wrote called Consequence. Ryan Joseph Anderson produced it, and Bianca art directed the video. The song is built around this haiku. I thought I wanted to tear you down, but instead you lifted me up. Ladies and gentlemen, the song Consequence.
I thought I wanted to tear you down, but when you were on your knees, I only wanted to raise you up. I can't find myself in anything more real than the sake for you. I only wanted to break through. Oh, do we ever know the consequence of all of our decisions? I would do anything if I thought I could erase everything in between how things are and how they When I can't be good to myself, it's so hard to be good to you. I only wanted to tell the truth.
That was a fun one. That was a lot of fun to pull together. Thank you, Ryan, and thank you, Bianca. Our next piece is a collaboration between two incredible Chicago-based singers, songwriters, and multi-instrumentalists, Chris Neville and Doug Julin. They picked a haiku to work from my tiny book of more directed haiku, shall we say, and they arguably picked the most direct of the book. The haiku goes like this. Speaking of bull, I have had enough of yours. You can F right off. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Neville and Doug Julin.
Tried to get away, to rob them of their day, to make their case, to disgrace me. They say that I am cruel, but that just serves as fuel feed my rage. How dare they? Don't feel bad. Spare me your surprise. It's nice to roll the dice until you see snake eyes. Not all clowns cry in every catastrophe. You might be laughing now, you call me a fool. Save the last laugh for me. They put aside their pride, ignored, defied the voice inside, and embraced me. Enchanting crowds they came to offer up their small, pathetic shame. It was easy. My wide-eyed bride, my homeschooled son, we died inside and fooled everyone. Not all clowns cry in every catastrophe. You might be laughing now, call me a fool. Save the last laugh for me. The times they tried to restrain me, to appeal to better angels and expect that they'd intervene, but I knew better. You know there's a place to erase a line in the sand, and I've memorized their number. I always force their hand, and not all clowns cry in every catastrophe. You may be laughing now, you call me a fool. Save the last laugh for me. Not all clowns cry in every catastrophe. You might be laughing now, call me a fool. Save the last laugh for me, 'cause not all clowns cry in every catastrophe. You might be laughing now, call me a fool. Save the last laugh for me. Save the last laugh for me.
Now, Chris Neville and Doug Julin don't do anything halfway, do they? They did an amazing job with that song. Thank you, guys. Our next piece is by a wonderful singer-songwriter based in Nashville. He's prolific. He writes a lot of songs. He performs a lot of songs. He has several books of poetry to his name, and he has just released a book of short stories. Rod Picott wrote his song to this haiku. The hardest part of letting go of anything is when it leaves you. Here's Rod Picott.
The hardest part
can't stop a train. You can't stop a hammer swing. Can't stop a summer storm as it comes rolling in the hardest part of letting go is when they've already gone away and you didn't even know. I used to watch you sleep just to see you breathe and wait for you to wake as the spring brings the leaves. And the hardest part of letting go is when they've already gone away and you didn't even know. The hardest part of letting go is when they've already gone away and you didn't even know. You didn't even know.
Our next performers are Claudia Russell and Bruce Kaplan. These are dear friends of ours who now live in California. We both spend a lot of time in Door County, Wisconsin. And Claudia has come up with a magnificent story, song, and video that encapsulates a long-standing family myth. It launches off of this haiku: friends are miracles who find ways to give you all you can't give yourself. With no further ado, Claudia Russell and Bruce Kaplan.
Margie and Carol, a car trip to Vegas in paisley pantsuits and pearls. Sorority sisters, they'd left their misters behind for the weekend, just girls. Umbrellas and drinks by a copper tone pool. There were sevens to hit. Come on, seven. Lucky handles to pull. Carol shook the dice, then the ice in her glass. Put $5 on the line and she let it pass. Oh, the shows, how those girls, they love the shows. They'd floored that Mustang across the desert floor to hear him sing, the man they called the king. And Carol had hoped they might catch Wayne Newton too. He was her secret crush, but only Margie knew. $10 to the to the front row on the aisle. In the darkness, a spotlight swept across their knees, and suddenly he was there singing, "Please, baby, please." And the shows how those girls, oh, they love the shows, how they love the shows, yeah. Sinatra at Caesars, Wayne Newton at the Sands, Liberace with a candelabra on his baby grand, the Lido de Paris, girls, 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 Flip Wilson and Dino, Rickles and Merv, oh, the shows, how those girls, oh, they love the shows, how they love the shows. Margie and Carol were over the moon. Love me tender, the king began to croon. Margie was starstruck, the room began to whirl. Was she crazy? Was he looking right at her? Then he fell to his knees at the edge of the stage. So fast, so close, no time to be afraid. Then Carol pushed Margie right out of her seat, and the king leaned down and kissed Margie on her cheek. Oh, the shows, how those girls, oh, the shows, how those girls, oh, they love the shows, oh, they love the shows. I mean, well, who doesn't love a show? Flashy, glitzy, fun. I go to see Cirque du Soleil anytime. I've seen Jay Leno. I saw the Mills Brothers with my aunts, Betty and Jean. Back in Carol's day, well, it was Dino and Charo and the Lido Paris. Whee! How they love the shows. Margie and Carol, how they love the shows. How they love the shows. Margie and Carol.
Magnifique! C'est magnifique, oui? Oh, that was magnificent. And if anything ever made me want to go to Las Vegas, it was that video. Thank you, Claudia and Bruce. Our next performer, Shanna in a Dress. She calls Colorado home. She was a finalist and then a winner of the Kerrville New Folk Song Contest. And today she comes to us with a brand new song based on this haiku. Remember the hope running rampant through our veins. Our someday is now. Shanna in a Dress.
You haven't earned it, but I trust you. times, but I'll test you. I don't want to, but I need you. You show yourself, and I believe you. Are you ready for all of me, or am I just a pretty idea? Am I ready for all of you? Is someday finally now? Is someday finally here? Do I love you, or do I just wanna love? Or am I brainwashed by all this butterfly stuff? I just met you, but I miss you. It takes everything not to kiss you. Am I ready for all of you, or are you just a pretty idea? Am I ready for all of you? Is someday finally now? Is someday finally here? Those weighted words I don't wanna say, just in case my mind changes, but it's been a long wait, and I want it to be someday. Someday, finally now. Is someday finally
Shanna, that was wonderful. Thank you so much. And now we come to two wonderful performers based in this neighborhood, Jody Walker and Kay Williams. Fans of Haiku Milieu will remember Jody has been in every single Haiku Milieu show, and we have just been waiting and waiting for Kay to be a part of it. Their haiku goes like this: they are with us still, everyone we ever loved in each drop of rain. Jody and Kay.
Left you on the end of a telephone line, on a shady picnic blanket with a bottle of wine, in an empty subway station at 8:45. I'm a ghost. I can't honestly honestly say there's been no backwards glance, no regret for always flying by the seat of my pants. If I had only learned how to say goodbye, but I'm a ghost. The rain drifting down the center of my spine with everyone I've ever left without a word left behind. Does the shadow of a ghost fade in the twilight of time? I guess I never know. Ooh, I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost.
Listen up, cause I'm ready to tell you. Through this tune of rowdy blues, hear my voice way along your ears. But of course, I'm not in the room. I tell my story here, but I'm far away in my tomb. No, you can't see through me, but I'm a ghost, I assume. I left too many unanswered questions, too many broken hearts. Fall in love with this ghostly fingertip will never fall apart. Can't be one who held hands with the ghost before. Just hold hands with this one once more. I'm a ghost. Yeah, you heard me, I'm a ghost.
The rain dripping down the center of my spine. Is everyone I've ever left without a word left behind? Does the shadow of a ghost fade in the twilight of time? I guess I never know. Ooh, I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost. Every bond I said is a bond of sorrow. Every day you said leads to each tomorrow. I still feel your voice in my bones. I'm a ghost. The cold air creeps into the sleeve of my coat. The weight of your goodbye holds a sob in my throat. Always cast out from life's feast. I'm a ghost. The rain dripping down the center of my spine. Is everyone I've ever left without a word left behind? Does the shadow of a ghost fade in the twilight of time? I guess I never know. Ooh, I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost.
Oh my goodness. Wasn't that spectacular? Thank you, Jody. Thank you, Kay. That was really wonderful. We have just one more song for you tonight, and it's by local favorites, the Yellowhammers. This band features Rob Pierce, Terry White, and Kevin James, and they are here to tell it like it is. The haiku they chose is this: love is a mirror that helps you see yourself as you truly are. Ladies and gentlemen, the Yellowhammers.
To me
was a pretty amazing night of music. Thank you to all the musicians who shared their time and treasure and their artistry so beautifully. And thank you, audiences, for being with us. You know you inspired those haiku, right? And therefore you inspired those songs. And we pretty much keep doing what we're doing because we think you might come along and do it with us. So thank you, everybody, for being here. If you'd like more information about Haiku Milieu, you can go to my website, jennybeneman.com. If you'd like more information about Fitzgerald's and what's playing there, you can go to fitzgeraldsnightclub.com. And when you're thinking this holiday season about the perfect present for the people you love, we hope you'll stop and think local. Not only will you find the perfect gift, you'll be giving the gift of creative community. So again, great thanks from Robin and me and Fitzgerald's for being with us tonight. And we hope to see you again real soon.
That was not what I meant to.
Okay, ready? One, two, three, and...
That's okay, we just want to hear it.